Ronnie Petito with PPTC Fitness, and today I'm here to talk to you about how to initiate your squat properly. A lot of people have problems initiating their squat, and it either hurts their back, lower back, or their knees. And I want to show you guys the difference, and it's a slight variation between the two things. Is we need good hip flexion. I don't know if anybody's ever heard, but when you start the squat, when you initiate the squat, you want to have a good hip hinge. So it's all about the hips and the butt. The problem we run into is a lot of people will mistake that, will kind of overdo it in a sense, and will create a hyperextension in our lower lumbar spine. So what they'll do is, and here's the distinction, here's literally the difference, it's a small little change. Sometimes we'll start here, and if you notice I have this curvature in my back right here, that's what I'm talking about as far as hyperextension of the lumbar spine. Whereas when we're doing it with our hips, when we're doing it correctly with hip flexion, what we'll get is we're going to be sitting back towards the ground as our hips and all the weight is going towards our butt. If you notice, during this I have more of a center of a mass, and it takes all that pressure off my back and puts it right to my butt. And not only that, but then I can engage my core a lot better as well, and I'm not leaning forward as I go down. To demonstrate what I'm talking today about, I'm going to have our other trainer, Taylor, here kind of get into the squats because she actually does them very well. Come on, Tay. And she's going to get under the squat rack, and we're going to see how she does them. And I'm going to kind of talk you through it. Now, we want to create, so show them the lumbar hyperextension that you were doing, Right, we don't want to create that. A lot of times I tell everybody to throw their hips back, to put all your weight towards your butt, and that's what I get initially. And then they say, okay, well, my back's still hurting. Well, of course it is, because you're putting all that pressure there. Now, what I want you to do when you're doing your hip flexion is focus like as if you have a band around your waist and somebody pulling you back. Go ahead, do the squat. Pulling you back as you sit your butt down into the squat.
You're pulling me.
I'm pulling her too much. But as you noticed, she didn't have this unnatural curvature in her back. Yep, good center of mass, and then up. Now, as you notice, she wanted to finish the squat at the top. Do a couple more, Tay, so they can see. She wanted to finish the squat at the top and throw her hips through towards the wall. But how we do that is, on the way down, we want to target the correct muscles. As you notice, she's slowing down at the bottom here. That's because she's tightening up her core and her butt on the way down. And then she's using that tightness and squeezing the glutes at the top of the workout to complete it.
Squeeze the butt.
Squeeze the butt. Got to focus on the correct things while we're doing this.